every time I came across a story to tell while we were shooting the actual footage, it never ceased to amaze me.
Hazardous history. I have so many questions that we'll get into, but I want to know what drew you to this project. It sounds like a ton of fun. So what was sort of the...
I will tell you exactly. I read some of the stories that they sent me that they were going to cover. And I thought, this is so interesting.
Was there a story in particular, I guess from any of them?
The one that just sticks in my brain, I'll go back to the horses. There were 200,000 horses at the turn of the century, from the 1800s to 1900, in New York City alone.
Wow.
And you see all of these period pieces and you see all these movies, and horses, they're beautiful, and they carry, they pull cabs, and they pull wagons with wares, and people ride them instead of cars. But they all pooped. And there was a crisis of poop. And you never think of that. Mounds of snow in the winter that cannot be removed. And there was a law that all of this poop had to be removed by May 1st.
Right.
But of course it stayed there for a year. And it caused health problems and smell problems and walking problems. You never think of that. You only think of how beautiful it is to ride those horses in those joppers,
One thing that stood out to me that I think about a lot is the pernicious products concept. This idea of just, I hear my parents talk about, there used to be like lead in paint, for example, and just like things we don't think about.
I like a 7-Up, citrus, refreshing, bubbly drink. In the beginning, 7-Up. We not only will refresh you, we're going to take off the edge. We're going to relax you. It was laced with lithium. Chemistry sets. Christmas time. Open those packages. I wanted this. I'm going to do an experiment. And you give an 8-year-old a Bunsen burner. Or there was uranium powder in order to make your own cloud in your house. And it said in the book of instructions, kids, don't burn wood alcohol because your mom will not like the soot. Oh, we're always looking for something new. Oh, we've got to try the latest fad. Oh, that sounds so exciting. Never thinking, what are the consequences? Only I'm the first one on the block to be able to do this.
World War II, a lot of women started working in factories, and it was that glow-in-the-dark paint.
The glow-in-the-dark paint was not only used for dials on the instruments, planes, and tanks, watches, so you could see what time it was in the dark. And then eventually you glowed. You became the hands on a clock.
Exactly.
You could say, all right, now it's 5 after 5. Huh?
And again, but at that time, people just thought, okay, like this is just what we do.
This is great. This is modern. Yeah. This is such a big help. Never putting together the health issue.
Right. I wonder which of the stunt stories, which one stood out to you the most?
Dancing on the wings of the plane.
Oh my gosh.
Playing polo on a horse is hard enough. Playing it in a car is crazy.
It was so funny when I saw about pernicious products, and I thought about when you were in Holes and Stanley Yelnats, and all your character wants to do is create that shoe odor neutralizer, sploosh. So I'm like, do you think sploosh is a pernicious product? And that ended up being all natural. That was very
not what? He was ahead of his time.
He was, yeah. He was a visionary.
He was an environmentalist.
Well, I'm so excited to see the show.
It was such a lovely invitation from the History Channel and A&E, and you don't take that lightly.